The U.S. Department of Justice submitted a filing in court this week asking the courts to reject Donald Trump's claim of absolute immunity with regard to the civil lawsuits that he is facing over the events of January 6th. Now, this is a very interesting reversal because at one point, the DOJ had actually gone and argued that, yeah, we're going to represent Trump, we're going to be his lawyers for this. And now they're like, well, you know what? We're not going to do that. Oh, and by the way, his only legal argument that he's offered so far in court filings is that he has absolute immunity. We're going to go ahead and submit a brief saying we, the Department of Justice, completely disagree and we want you to strip him of any immunity claims he may have. That is a major legal setback for Donald Trump, especially as these civil cases related to the Capitol riot continue. And to be honest, the groups that have filed these civil lawsuits, including one by Capitol police officers for the injuries they suffered, they stand a good chance of being successful, especially if Trump can't claim immunity. Here's why. We know now that Donald Trump instructed the the Secret Service to remove the metal detectors to let in the dangerous people. So you allowed the dangerous people to get in. We know that you told them to fight like hell or you're not going to have a country anymore. That's kind of a rallying cry. And we also know that you, You made the call to the Secret Service from the podium to let those people in, regardless of what they were carrying. Yeah, kind of sounds like a pretty strong lawsuit against you, holding you liable for the injuries that the Capitol police officers and others suffered on that day. Now, here's another interesting fact. In Donald Trump's arguments in court, or the legal filings that his lawyers have made, they have not once argued the facts of the case. They have not once said that Donald Trump's actions that day did not lead to those injuries. They have never said that. All they've said is, can't sue him, he's got immunity, look at the Nixon stuff, you can't sue him. That's it. They have never once denied that he is responsible. They've just denied that you can hold him accountable for it. That's bad. Like, if you're going to make a filing claiming absolute immunity, the first thing you need to do is at least lay out why you're not even liable to begin with, and then go to the immunity claim. That's going to tell the courts that, listen, we have looked at this. Not only have we determined that his actions did not cause the actions later in the day, but we would also like to remind you that as president, he has absolute immunity from executive actions. But they left out the part where, yeah, we don't think he's responsible. They didn't say that, which means they don't have a legal argument, which means if the DOJ's bid is successful and the courts reject the claims of absolute immunity, Donald Trump's lawyers aren't prepared for that. They have not been crafting arguments, they have not been crafting a defense, and these lawsuits are coming up quicker than those lawyers would like to think. So they will be caught on their heels, and they're going to have to scramble to come up with a reason why Trump should not be held liable for all of those horrible things that he did on January 6th. And they don't have a lot of time left to do it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.